Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. Today I will be discussing a very auspicious conjunction, that is Jupiter conjunct Venus. Remember, this is just a general analysis of this conjunction without considering the house, sign, rulership, nakshatra, dignity, which planet is dominant, etc. Before we move ahead, if you are finding my videos helpful, do like, share and subscribe. Okay, so let's dive deep into what this conjunction signifies. Now, what is a conjunction? Simply put, when two planets come together in the same sign and same house, it is a conjunction. Prominently, a difference of less than 12 degrees is a close conjunction and has a significant impact. What is Jupiter? Knowledge, wisdom, happiness, optimism, Jiva meaning life, philosophy, wealth, husband and children in a woman's chart, abundance, religion, morals, values, traditions, elders, teachers, guidance, Atvikta or purity, law, belief, hope, travel, expansion, etc. What is Venus? Love, comforts, luxury, woman, beauty, grace, wisdom, wealth, relationships, wife in a man's chart, marriage, art, assets, glamour world, creativity like acting, music, etc. So what happens when Jupiter and Venus come together? This is a Lakshmi Saraswati Yoga. Jupiter and Venus both represent abundance, knowledge and prosperity. This is an auspicious conjunction, a natural dhan yoga, unless afflicted. This gives good wealth, knowledge and fame to a person. Conjunction of two great benefics is a great blessing. But understand, this is a complicated relationship or conjunction. This is a good conjunction, but too good of a thing actually makes it bad. So your degrees matter, your dignity matters, and afflictions matter. However, foundation will be there. So first, talking about the positives, when Jupiter meet Venus, here Jupiter expands the significance of Venus. So this naturally makes one romantic, charming, graceful, soft-spoken, compassionate, sensitive, beautiful, wealthy, and highly knowledgeable. You will have equal love for everyone, family, friends, plants, animals, or the planet. Remember, Venus is exalted in Pisces. There is love for children, gaining knowledge. You can be highly educated or a lifelong learner. You will love learning, gaining knowledge. You may pamper and spoil people you love. You may seek filmy kind of romance or grand wedding. For you, comfort and luxury is important. You want everything big and great. Clothes, home, car, good food, traveling to great locations and living a luxurious lifestyle. There is appreciation and love for art, beauty and music. When two givers come together, one is generous, wise, and of high morals. This conjunction also gives great communication skills. When you speak, people listen, and you can even influence them. There is this eternal hope, like no matter what happens, you're mostly optimistic and hopeful, and try to practically solve that or come out of that situation. When Jiva meets healing, one has the power to heal others or can recover quickly. Both are teachers of high morals. So you're very justice oriented. You can't tolerate anything unfair towards you or others. One can be in the fields of healing, finance, art, beauty, creativity, justice, teaching, or education. One can even be a relationship consultant. This also shows you can belong to a wealthy family, may have a good, comfortable life, good family, spouse, relationship, friends, etc. Your happiness is always almost attached to wealth, comforts, and relationships. One can even be social and extrovert with this conjunction, who loves to connect with people. There's this curiosity to know about different cultures. You may as well seek a partner who may have a philosophical religious aspect or who is more wise and mature than you, especially for a man. Jupiter is leading towards Venus. Here, with time and blessings you receive in the form of comfortable life, you become wise and understand the true meaning of life. So, when you grow old, slowly you get detached from material aspects of life and become more religious. You will be devoted to God, social work, humanitarian work. Life is all about offering a service to others, and you will always be completely devoted to the initiative you take in life. Hence, most often success comes to you. But before you get excited, if afflicted or placed in Dusthana, then the results will not fructify for you. One must also remember overindulgence or not being grateful of one's blessings results in problems. So moving on to the negative aspects of this conjunction. Understand Jupiter and Venus share a complicated relationship with each other. There is this conflict, this hidden competitiveness to defeat each other. They don't get along well with each other. So here this impacts one emotionally. There's always conflict going on within oneself. There's also this tendency to seek support, comfort, or validation from relationships and other people. How others perceive you matters to you. Nothing wrong in that, but too much dependence on validation from others is a thing to be watchful of. It makes you weak and self doubtful and also ruins your own choices. One also has ego issues with this conjunction, especially when it comes to knowledge. Depending on the chart, she can be a I know it all type of a person. One will also find it difficult to accept their mistakes easily. There's also a conflict between following the society, the elders, old traditions, or following what you think with a new modern outlook. Either you may strictly follow traditions and society and get problems in it, or you may want to change them and not follow the society. There's this extreme sides that you will belong to. This also applies to materialistic side of life versus religious side of life. Who will win? That will depend on the placement and who is dominant, materialistic Venus or religious Jupiter. And there will always be a need to balance between them. This is like a double-edged sword giving mixed result. On one hand, it can bring love and relationships, like you can attract many romantic partners or may be attracted to many people. So this as well gives multiplicity of relationships or even marriage if afflicted. Your life meets planet of love, comforts, grace, beauty, and wealth. So naturally, one is drawn towards materialistic pursuits in their life. But here is the catch: you become greedy, like you are never satisfied. You always want more and more of everything. One's greed for luxury will never end. Here you will also be generous and may do charity and stuff because both the planets are givers. But here with Venus, you will always have a hidden desire to get something in return. Depending on the placement, one also doesn't have any limitation on giving, be it money, knowledge, or love. Like today, you like this dress, you saw the price tag, it is a little out of budget, but you so want it, so you'll buy it. There's this tendency of being extravagant, which can often lead you in debt. Even with love, you may seem clingy, but many times other person may not be able to handle too much of your love. Okay, too much of what you are spending on them. Life will always revolve around relationships, either for good or for bad. This gives mixed results for marriage. It can be good or create problems depending on the chart. It can delay marriage as well. This can impact relationships. There will always be some tiffs, mostly verbal, between partners. There can be competitiveness or conflicts between you and your spouse, or there can be competitiveness between the blessings you get from these two planets. Meaning, if Jupiter gives you children, Venus will try to win by giving you relationship or wealth problems after childbirth, but may also keep his desires about the partner, so that can also create problems. Jupiter is husband and Venus is wife, so for either of you, spouse can be educated, noble, and belong to a well-to-do family, mostly wealthy if not afflicted. Jupiter is also children in a woman's chart, but this can bring problems in childbirth if afflicted. Here, if it is afflicted, you will have to struggle through relationships, family, religion, money, beauty. There can be this insecurity about how you look, problems in learning, health issues, especially diabetes and obesity. You will not have any limit on your spending, like you may even go beyond your sustainability to get comforts and luxury. There can be a loss of long term vision, a tendency to save for rainy day. You will be overindulgent and lazy. This can even give multiple partners or relationships. This can even impact one's character adversely, as there is this lust for luxury. This conjunction works well in the signs of Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Pisces. Pisces, although favorable for both the planets, it is still a little dicey sign placement. But here you can have premonitions, or even if not, sometimes what you say will happen because it is a mystical sign and refers to messages from another realm. When placed in Kendra or trinal house, it increases the positive impact of this conjunction. So, in a nutshell, unless afflicted, this conjunction gives almost everything. Like it is a huge blessing to have this conjunction. One usually enjoys the finer things of life. But when we are having only good times, we often take it for granted. Here, one must practice boundaries in giving, in receiving, or in spending. If Ketu or Saturn are conjunct these two, that works well because it gives that sense of reality, detachment, restriction, and spiritual wisdom, leaving aside the negative of this, conjunction. If Mars is involved, this can expand one's sexual drive or, in some cases, abnormal sexual behavior too. So things will change based on which other planet it is conjunct, but foundation will be there. The way to work with this conjunction is to have balance, boundaries, be sattvic and practice such lifestyle and food habits. Use money or spend money wisely and in good things. Balancing the Jupiter and Venus energy so that both work in your favor, meaning not being too materialistic or not being too religious. Your Mars and Moon placement also becomes important, as how is your mental strength and where is your energy getting utilized. That also matters. Okay, so yeah, that was it. I hope it resonated with you. Until we meet next time, take care.